passion is smooth but it's stretch. Good morning, yes. How about the shower in the mirror? Checking my fresh and I keep it 103.5. Get it correct on your dial. That's the FM. So tune into us. Let's trend. Beat the topic on the morning show that's on and through. Clean out your eyes and sip your coffee. Let your morning flow. How about your ride like you arrived, but it's time to go. Top of the hour like the ad-lib. My state is song. Yeah. Put the coffee in the cup and wake your ass up. This beat hit so hard, thought it was a Mack truck. Grab a bag up, that diesel and gas up. For this ride, we bout to drive till 9 can't pass us. Cause we're leading the caravan, serenading your travel plan. Herding the cattle, man, as we give you a battle plan. For all the wealth to grab up. But first, you need to wake your ass up. My city, I wear it. Dally, the black is gearing. I'm coming to lift the spirits like toasting a drink. I'm a breath of that fresh air while you yawning. Chasing that paper, you on it. Speaking of mine and that's designed to make you think. Hold up, just sit it down for a second. Tune in and think. Who put it down with the bars and don't need a drink to drink? That'd be me, whether gargle or the breath stink. From running late, so I'm rushing like doing things. Could you get it?
Like a fresh cup of coffee in the morning. We gon' get you one of those days. I want to work to play. It's your morning.
Cause see it's growing, I got it, call it the buzz. These dudes vagina, they leaking, needing a plug. These chicks is lonely, they weak and seeking a hug, and we got them fresh up early mornings, on and waking them up. Let's get it.
I'm sorry behind them. From your time, my time.
True. I'm here for the early birds. Give them the worm. Can't say a dirty word. My town to yours. Rooftop to the curb. The topic superb. Politics. Give us that acknowledgement. Elephant in the room. You couldn't move it. We the monolith. Wipe that cold up out of your eye and hit up that Wi-Fi and peep the other sun. Every day come catch another one. Compliment your coffee and your honey bun. Tune in with the tune in or the FM on your morning run. 6 in the morning. Fighting for bathroom time with daughters. I got my laptop popping and keep it ugly for all us. Every demographic on perimeters, we who you listen to is independent radio for independent listeners.
Ad-lib on the track, hold it, juggle my vocals. You were waiting for lyrics. Didn't know we do it, baby. But I can give you some answers. Quantum on the beat, baby. Young Reese.
For real, Young Reese, Cronzilla on the beat, DJ Rob Nice, Marshall Cruz on the whole morning clicker, all hitting it up. That, of course, that guy Kotick. All right, let's take the numbers here, baby, as they come to us right now. We're looking at over, oh my God. It just don't get it. It just don't slow down. It just don't slow down. Let's look at some numbers. Looking at in the United States, we have over 1.5 million cases reported, and we have 90,000, over 90,000. It's actually 90,980 deaths that we have right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't playing with Frontier this morning or Bactier. I ain't playing with these boys this morning. If there's any hold up, let me know right away. We're going to exit and just call it. You know, Kotick, I can't stand. You know, all I get, you know, he made me lose 50 cents this morning. Poor bum that he is. Good morning, my man. Good morning.
Good morning.
My great man of honor. Look at you guys.
Morning.
Oh, man. What's Harry Jokes up to this morning? He's been like bugging. I think him and Kotick probably texted back and forth. What the hell is going on?
Did you see the new state that has new cases?
Hold on 1 second. What's that, Harry?
I got some technical issues I'm dealing with, so bear with me.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll be here with you for that. What was saying now, Trevor?
Guess what state has the most new cases?
What state would that be?
It's in the South. I'll give you that.
Florida.
Wrong.
Georgia.
Wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
Alabama with 271 new cases.
Oh. Woo. Wow.
But that's probably in the last minute or so, because if you look at the numbers, I mean, Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, you might be right here because in how long ago was the new cases counted?
I just saw it when I went to the website we've been using anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Oh, Bama boy. He was a Bama boy with long sideburns. So anyway, these numbers are real. There's someone who's passing away. Anyway, here's what I want to look at. Connecticut is reopening in what? What's that, 2
Wednesday?
days?
Yeah.
Wednesday, Connecticut is reopening. Now, there's a light rollout, and I would suggest everybody look it up and see what the rollout is going to be. You don't want to get jammed up. I would suggest, do you have the, Trevor, could you look up the rollout real quick? What's the rollout for Connecticut getting back on point or doing something?
Give me a second.
Okay. My goodness. My Lord, my God. Anyway, while he looked that up, we have a rollout here in the state of Connecticut. There's a lot of people opposing. I know you had State Senator Gary Winfield here from this district, along with a couple others who are suggesting to the governor not to open the state, to push it back till June.
This is what I got from CNN. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont extended the mandatory shutdown in the state till May 20th. Lamont said more testing is needed so the state can reopen by that date. He praised the federal.
That's going to be Wednesday.
Yes, that is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Wednesday's still the deadline date. And the thing is that I saw a piece. I believe it was in the New Haven, in the New Haven Independent, where he was saying that he has a medical community on one hand saying that, they need to slow down, but then he had business people saying, well, they need to get back to work, or the state could. Well, it's a hard decision to make, to be quite honest. I don't think there's no right decision right here, because I want to go back to work. Well, we never stop, but I like to go back up to the office. I like to work from the studios, but what does that really mean? That's we got to be safe at the end of the day.
Can I give you a really big important date? I got two big ones for you. Beth Bye, the state's early education commissioner, announced that May 5th that the Connecticut summer camps can open by June 29th, but must adhere to the guidelines, including limiting groups to 10 children. And Lamont said the top education officials had said they hope to reopen summer schools in July.
Okay, but then let's look at the camps. Are these private camps they're talking about?
No, these are probably just summer camps.
Summer camps that are done through the city or state? You mean government camps, or like camps where you go off? Or what type of camps?
Like summer camp where you send your kids for the day to?
Oh, okay.
Probably that. Yeah, day camp, yeah.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because if it's like some kind of camp that you send your kids off and it's private, if it got a limit to 10 kids, then they're not going to make a profit. So therefore, they're going to have to put profit over health. I'm just looking at the realities of the numbers. The numbers are not really going to 10 kids when they usually have like 300 kids.
Right. 30 for every counselor.
Yeah, I mean,
30 for every 2 counselors per group anyways.
That's right.
Yeah. How exactly is that going to work out if you limited them to 10 per day? I mean, 10, that's what it said, 10 kids per camp. It's just, it would not work out for private camps. So I think it's fair to say by those guidelines, private camps are going to be closed this year. Kadik, you putting your kids in camp?
Of course not.
Well, no, what does that mean?
Would you, if you had kids, would you put them in camp right now?
Oh, my son went to camp. Not right now. I mean,
Yeah, after COVID, you'll just rush up into camp. Like, come on, man, seriously.
well, it depends how you feel about your kids. Really. You got to make some choices. You really got to make some choices. No, I need a little extra.
Unless they're 13-year-old, they could stay at the house by themselves. They could figure that out.
One of the reasons to push them out. A 13-year-old that's giving you lip, you're going to camp. No, you're going to camp.
No, you give them. You make them mow the lawn. That's what you do. You make them do anyways.
Doing some chores.
I give them mow no damn lawn. That's vacation. No, in today's world, that's vacation. You really want to
mow the lawn's vacation. Have them do my lawn. It's kind of it's a big yard.
You're on something else, really. I don't even know how to even analyze what you're just saying, man. It's like
this is Connecticut.
Trevor, do you even listen to what I'm saying? Yeah.
This is not the South.
No. Trevor just goes by the first thing comes to thought. He don't even analyze what the hell I'm saying or where I'm going with it. He just says, "Come on, my lawn is big."
I asked my son to mow the lawn. He gets mad at me.
I did it. I had no problems doing that.
That's only going to take an hour to do it, Buff.
Just throw some headphones in your iPod and you're good. Make a playlist. It goes by quick.
Can't make this stuff up.
I'm not
Whoa, that's not safe, bro. Don't do that.
What's that?
Don't play music while you mowing the lawn. Like
you have head. That's how I did it. That's the best thing to do. How is that wrong?
You got you work in a machine.
It's not safe. You want to be able to hear if something get tangled up on that thing. He's right.
Yeah,
I mean, you got some noise cancellation going on, and you out there, and something's going on, and the neighbor trying to get your attention, and next thing you know,
all you do is rock the earbuds. You'd be good to go,
bro. No,
yes,
no,
yes, my brother.
You're mowing the lawn, and let's say a rock hits under that, and let's say
why
you
you
have
scout
a rock, like a little rock. I'm not saying like a big fat rock. I mean like a little little rock.
Those don't go flying.
Your lawnmower is level to where you want your grass at a certain height. Yeah, I'm getting technical with it.
I tell you,
at a certain height. But it's true. Like if you're really mowing the lawn, if you're really like my mother, for instance, really wants her lawn to look a certain way, she levels her lawnmower. Sorry.
I know what you're talking about.
If a rock gets caught in there, it could fling out and probably cut your leg, probably shoot through your leg, could do all sorts of things. Or if not, let's say you're cutting the lawn and then you hit a bark and you don't see the bark because the grass is so high, or there's a bark starting to grow and it can mess up the equipment.
Trevor,
you gotta have a bag, man.
You messing with an expert. You're messing with an expert. Mexicans know how to cut their lawn.
You know how to cut grass. You know how to cut grass?
Me, yeah.
I would never have you cut my grass.
Yeah, go look. I did a great job. Go ask my uncle too. I was wonderful. Double cut.
Nice.
Doing lines, perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would rather have this crazy guy than Careful Caleb, man. Come on, man. Like, nah, man, get off my lawn, man. You worry about little rock.
And plus, if something's on your lawn, you hear it. Even with headphones on.
He gonna be suing you by the time he's done with your lawn, man. Like, come on.
Looking for a lawsuit.
I'm about to have Trevor
why does this grass have a
talking over each other, Caleb? One at a time. I mean, there's a lot to be said here. I mean, I'm enjoying this. You guys are talking, but then you start yapping over each other. I can't understand who's saying what.
Okay, I just cut my lawn the other day. It looks beautiful.
Like Joe, Harry said.
Joe, you cut the conversation, but listen.
What?
The difference between Trevor and Caleb is that Trevor would use his neighbor's toddler as a speed bump because he wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
I've done it real nice. I use a push mower, not no tractor.
Word.
I mean, well, how big of a yard is it that you're using a push mower?
Pretty big.
When I use a push mower?
Yeah, it was like a regular gasoline push mower. Like
This
a tractor.
I swear to God, this kid don't even know when he's getting punished.
I don't really care personally. Sometimes it was punishment. Sometimes like, hey, Trevor, I'll give you $30. You do the law. And I was like, perfect.
See, I'll take him, man. You gotta sign a contract with Caleb, man. I'm straight.
All right.
Caleb's like
Caleb's
a contract that you don't want to sign, but you know you're gonna get a somewhat careful job, but he'll take like maybe 4 hours to do.
That's what I'm saying, man. No, man, get out of here. I'm like, get out of here.
Get this done under an hour.
Caleb, I don't know about these guys, but I'll hire you in a heartbeat. in a heartbeat. I bring Caleb into. You come on in here. You let these guys at your damn yard, and next thing you know, they chopped up your garden hose. They ripped up.
I know.
Hell.
I know.
I rather the guy who knows he's got accountability. Caleb gonna play that game. Ain't playing with you guys. You'll ruin the hell out of somebody's job. Talk about something. Yeah. You see
Yo,
me?
careful doesn't mean good.
Word.
That's true.
Real sloppy.
It's all about the straight lines.
Yeah.
But careful means there's a stronger chance for good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not with the lawn.
Nah.
Anyway, who's this?
Your lines in your grass be looking like Z's. It's all over the place.
No, or you just do like crop circles, like circles. It'll be what's up with my lawn?
Oh
Caleb was here.
Caleb was here.
He did the circle because he seen a snail in the grass.
And that's when you say, Caleb out of here.
Hear this fool.
He didn't want to run over the tennis ball or pick it up.
Oh my God.
Bad. I say this much. Caleb, any day, man.
You got it.
Any day. Over that damn Trevor. Trevor don't care.
That's fine. You can kick your boy Sid Rosenberg out of the show.
I'm not letting anyone who say they don't care do anything with mechanical machinery. Are you crazy? This guy would cut down the windows in your house with a lawnmower. Who needs that?
Ooh.
You're trying to figure out, why is the paint on my house always ruined every time this guy? You give him 3 chances.
Why are you hurting my business during these tough times called coronavirus?
Well, I'm getting my money up.
I'm trying to help the people who are going to employ you to save their damn money. So you better think long term, because man, Trevor will mess your game up.
Nah, that'll be Caleb doing circles in the lawn.
Yeah, but Trevor will get 3 lawns in while freaking Caleb is taking a day and a half on one.
Exactly. Your grass growing back on the other side, but by the time it gets
You may have circles, but the grass grows way quicker.
Yo,
70s afro.
Let me change this here real quick. So I'm really and truly, I'm getting tired of seeing you people who wear all these beards with your mask on. I don't know, you're starting to scare me. You see these guys out there? There's one guy at one of the supermarkets I went to.
You got pictures?
He works in the I'm not taking this damn picture. He works in the produce department, and he's rocking this mask over the beard. It just, I don't know. It just don't look sanitary. I didn't even buy produce just because of that. I'm like, you need to be in the back of a lawnmower some damn way. You don't need to be up here in produce with this nasty long beard. And no, hell no.
Beards are back in style, right?
I don't care what's his style. I care about what's healthy. I'm playing the damn style. By the way, you need to cut your beard.
Nah.
Say what?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it like this. I've kept this for a while. I'll trim it up here and there.
Wait a minute. You do it yourself?
Yeah, I do it myself.
Oh well, why were you so worried about going out and getting a haircut a week ago?
Hair was getting out of control. That's why. Like it was like I couldn't wear any of my hats. That's the problem. And it was like being miserable to wash all together. So I was like, you know what? I might as well cut it.
Look at this here. It's growing back again. So, he's getting ready to have a meltdown. Okay,
Nah.
so the state is opening up. Do we have a story based on that or what are we?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The state of Connecticut is opening up in 2 days. 2 days to countdown, where the state of Connecticut opens up its doors one more time. And now, sitting in the barber's chair is the first person who's going to take a chance with his life while he gets what we call a Corona cut.
Trevor's going to go to the Jersey Shore next weekend.
Oh, this shit, I don't know what to
So
do.
the beaches will be wide open. You're going to see them out there. You're going to see Corona beer and coronavirus all on the beaches together, hand in hand.
I got so much hair right now. I'm about to get cornrows.
Yo, Rob Nice really got here with
Yeah,
a
man.
five head. What the hell is it?
I got to put the hat back on. It's scary.
Rob Nice about to look like old dirty bastard.
I need my barbershops to open back up quickly.
I think the best one is Kotick. Kotick just refused to show himself. He just shows a picture. And then,
Truthfully, I was bad, but I cut my hair.
Really, I'm just going to say, what are you doing with bad hair? Because you cut your own hair.
I let it go for a while. I just was like trying to feel it, I guess, or experience it. I got it.
Kotick, I feel you on that.
It was hilarious. No, it was hilarious how I was doing it. I just let it go. I just let go. Everything just looked crazy. I had to feel it for a minute. But then I cut my hair. I started getting sad, like depressed.
Hey, Kotick, was it a woo-ah moment?
Yeah, I don't know. It was like an experience, though. I can't lie.
Right.
Nice.
At least you didn't look like this. Oh my God! Let me put my hat back on.
Let me see that. Do that again.
Oh Lord, Joe, come on now. Woo. I don't want the camera to go off.
Yo, what? Rob Nice got that Uncle Fred haircut.
Why somebody told me I look like somebody's great uncle? I said, oh Lord, let me put my hat back on.
You got that Uncle Fred hairstyle. Like, who's that? Uncle Fred. That's my Uncle Fred. Oh yeah, what do you do? Drive trucks? Nah, he run trucks. He come to the cookout every night with his wife, Yvonne. They're gonna eat up everything. Watch, you better go get yourself some fried chicken before Uncle Fred.
Head up the Popeyes before they come through.
Talk about
Hide
look
the
at my
Popeyes.
waves. Look at my waves, but my waves is really naps.
Oh. All right, hit me with some headlines. What we got?
I got you right now. Beaches, parks, busy.
Hold on. Andrea Cogdell says, good morning, Joe.
Good morning to Andrea Cogdell.
Yeah, Cogdell.
Shout out to Andrea Cogdell. Oh, hold on. That's my boy's sister. Shout outs to her. 100.
And I'm not sure what she was talking about, but she said, not me.
Hiring Caleb. She was like, not
me. All right. Shout outs to her. All right, let the ugliness continue. Go ahead. Hit me with that headline.
All right, so national headlines. A person who was COVID-19 positive attended a church service and exposed 180 people, officials say. The person who later learned...
Where was national? Where was it?
California.
All right. In California. All right, you're bringing that Corona to church. You know, that's bringing booze to church. Stop.
What do you mean?
The church supply the booze. They give you the wine. You don't got to bring your own Corona. Pal,
Exactly.
Stop it, man. What's wrong with these people? Bringing Corona to church. Go ahead. Let me hear this. Go ahead.
A person who later learned they were positive for COVID-19 attended a California religious service on Mother's Day The individual got a positive diagnosis for COVID-19 the day after the service and is now isolated at home. People who attended this.
Lord in that church service.
You ain't lying.
Oh, don't let me catch corona. Oops.
People
Lord,
who
take my corona away. God, Lord's like, you shouldn't have bring it to church. Anyway, go ahead.
Excuse me. People who attended the service have been notified about their exposure and received instructions from health officials to self-quarantine, the statement said.
What is the crazy pastor down there in Louisiana doing? Is he still on house arrest, Trevor?
Ooh, good question.
Look that up for you. I forgot about that, dude.
Oh, man, you can't forget about the good ones. Go ahead, let me continue, Trevor. I mean, Caleb.
Oh, that's the end of the story. That's pretty much it.
That's the end of it?
Yeah.
Guy in church, a woman in church spreading corona?
Yep. Woman, they didn't really say the sex of the person. They didn't identify the person.
Just a person.
Yeah.
And they start keeping this stuff solid.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. You know, like how you got HIPAA, which is your privacy to your medical records. If somebody have corona, is it a violation of HIPAA to spread that news around?
That's a good question.
But
is it, well, wouldn't this, I was thinking to myself, right? And I could be completely wrong.
It is a violation?
Yes, it is.
It's a violation to say that somebody got corona.
Well, it's a violation if your doctor spreads the rumor. I mean,
okay.
If you find out, you could tell anybody's information. That's you're not, governed by the HIPAA law. It's the doctors.
Okay, so if you get the word out. Wow, what you got over there, Trevor? You got his hand in the air. Let me hear this one.
Tony Spell, Louisiana minister sues claims COVID-19 threats as harassment.
Oh my God!
Whoa!
So he's suing not to say so that he's being harassed.
Yes, and he also claims that his phone was tapped and a camera illegally installed at his home, and that he was filed. The Advocate reported. This is from CBS4 WWL in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
This guy don't stop, man. He's like herpes. He's like he just won't go away.
I would say genital warts too.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Drop my egg.
Yeah, man, you just made somebody lose their breakfast, man. What is wrong with you?
Morning, everybody.
Wow. Okay, so morning, everybody. Oh, they're up now.
Yeah, they are.
You done hit him with that verbal alarm clock. All right.
The verbal alarm clock also works as well more than the regular alarm clock.
True.
And by the way, it's not fair to judge these churches, because isn't it love thy neighbor like you will love yourself, right? So if you don't get about yourself, you go to church. Spread the love.
You need Jesus, Harry.
I need Jesus.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I go home every day. I talk with my brother. He said, leave me out of this. He begged me. He said, please let him know. Leave me out of this. My goodness. Wow.
I know Jesus, and he's in the street. He's a crackhead.
Yo.
Wow.
No, Jesus Shuttlewolf.
I don't know who's that. Anybody?
He got gave from it's a basketball movie from back in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Was a reference? I missed it. I don't know. Don't mean that.
I think Ray Allen played him, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he got game.
I hated his name though. That's why I didn't really get into the movie. It was crazy.
What was his name?
Jesus something.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Oh God. Okay. Well, all right. Jesus Shuttleworth. Okay. My Lord, my God. I say some things must be stopped. That's one of them. Oh man. So the ugliness continues. Hit me. Are we burning through here? What?
Beaches, national headline. Beaches, parks busy as Europe heat wave and U.S. spring tests new corona rules. People are
Whoa. What are you saying? What are you saying? Say this again.
Beaches, parks busy as Europe heat wave and U.S. spring test new corona rules.
Okay, stop right there. Does anybody understand that headline?
Not really.
Not really.
GPS connection lost. Please re-signal.
Exactly. I mean, your headline is weak, man. You don't got to write exactly what the headline says on there. I mean, you got to make your headline to where we could at least understand it. I mean, I didn't even understand what the hell is going on, and I tried real hard.
Right.
Did anybody understand what this? Okay, tell me this story. What's going on?
So it's just pretty much highlighting how Europe is opening and people are going out, and so in the U.S. as well, since summer and warmer climates are coming.
Oh, okay. So the way it's going right now, you have people are out in the beaches, and I don't know. I mean, I was never a big beach goer anyway.
Yeah,
I remember
right.
I lived down by. Yeah, what you say, Kadik? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. Me either. I just was agreeing.
Yeah, you know, like I live right across from the beach. I lived in a beach community, and here I never was down there. First and foremost, you know, I got friends that I know people. I don't have friends. I'm the one guy with no friends. I know people with boats, and I don't know if they did, but back in the 90s, them boys were mad dumpers. I don't play that. You know, I don't play that at all. I'm going nowhere near that water. You couldn't, not even at gunpoint. Like, go in the water. No, go in the water. No. I think it's something like 3 miles out you could dump or something like that. I don't know. I don't know these things like that. So anyway, you know, you got a boat, you got some people who want to do illegal dumping. They're not supposed to. I mean, man, and that's always my thing. Got to watch some idiot. Never mind. Anyway, so the beaches. I was never a beach goer, so I don't miss it any. I know a lot of people like to go to the beaches for many reasons. They don't like being around people. What do you go down to the beach for, Trevor? Because I've never seen you with a tan. I've known you for over a year. I never once saw you with a tan.
I go to the Jersey Shore and I go to DJ's by Belmar half the time.
What do you just go to hang out at a bar?
Yeah, that's what we do anyways, me and my buddies.
So what do you go down all the way down to Jersey Shore to hang out at a bar for? There's bars all over the damn place. Why do you go
DJ's
all the way down
at Belmar's has the hottest chicks ever and the greatest music ever. That's why.
There are a lot of hot chicks wherever the hell you go.
But Jersey got the good ones, so.
It's something in the air about Jersey.
I'm going to take his word for it.
There's something in the air in Jersey, man.
He's trying to tell you, Joe, like, chill out. He's like, calm down. Joe, you got to come on.
You want to see some hot girls going down to Jersey, baby.
I'm not gonna be dogging all the hot chicks on Connecticut to talk about they all in Jersey. I don't think so. Hell no.
Everyone leaves Connecticut during the summertime. Everyone goes to Newport or the Jersey Shore, or you go to the Delaware beaches or Maryland. Go to Jersey.
Newport ain't what it used to be. Newport is all stuffy now. Oh my God, I remember when Newport used to be a fun place to be. You could have when you used to go around to the Newport beach back in the 80s, man, I'm telling you, you could have sleep on the beach. You walk with a sleeping bag. You can't even go back there at sunset now. It's like, it's all stuffy. It's like, damn.
That's because everyone's in Jersey now. That's why.
Man, if I was in my 20s, there's no way I'm going up to Newport now. Back then it was, oh my God, Newport was fun. Man, fun back in the 80s. Oh, but anyone here been up to the Vineyard? Martha?
No,
Vineyard?
That's way too high classy for me.
I gotta walk around with my pinky in the air when I'm over there.
Oh, that's not what it is. There's a lot of heritage up there for us on the Vineyard. You know, I want to go one day. It's just that there's a 4-hour ride, and my guy who, he fly planes. You know, he has planes. And he has a smaller plane that we were going to go in there back in 2017. And my neighbor across the hall from me here talked me out of it. We were going to go in with a smaller plane. He's like, listen to me, listen close to me. Because I'm telling him, this weekend I'm going up to the Vineyard. He's like, listen to me. Joe, you're a good guy. You know, I like talking with you. Then he give me this long speech about.
That's when you should tell your neighbor to be quiet. I'm going.
No, but he was absolutely right because shortly thereafter there was a crash.
Oh my God!
With one of these small planes. You know who the hell had the plane there, Caleb?
I know. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, you know. he was like, oh, you know, this guy did this. And I'm like, my neighbor was right. Because my neighbor told me, you know, I know so many when one person know more than 3 people that went down in the plane and they tell you don't, I think it's fair to say they got the warning signal right, you know. Because I don't know 3 people that went down in the plane. I know a lot of people. When he tells me, it's like, I'm like, I'm gonna listen to him. So I didn't go. So that's my reason for not going up to the vineyard, because it's so damn long. Meanwhile, I run out to the Hamptons in a heartbeat, which is ridiculous. The Hamptons are a long trip from here because you got to go up to New London, then take the ferry over to Orient Point, and then drive all the way down Route 9 back into Sag Harbor or Bridgehampton. It's a long, ugly old ride. But, you know, you get out there, and then that's some stuffy garbage, too. Unless, you know, yeah, I mean, the Hamptons could be so damn stuffy. It's like, well, what am I doing out here? You get all the way out there, it says, I could,
Hey. Wow.
I don't know. I guess I'm just not a beach going kind of guy, you know? And then the Hamptons, you go to the Hamptons and you're just like, you're chilling at home or something. And next thing you know, what's the thing to do in the daytime? We're going jogging on the beach. What are you, crazy? I came out here to get fat. The hell am I jogging on the beach for?
To see all the hot chicks, Joe. Come on.
I ain't going to see no damn hot chicks. Wasn't out there for that.
You can go to a Barnes & Noble and find a hot chick in there.
Really?
No, a Publix. Come on, guys. A Publix.
You're looking for low-hanging fruit. You don't want nobody who's going to challenge your brain. That's what it is. He's like, go for the hot chicken and give me a brain tease or something. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. You don't have to.
Everybody trying to have a debate. We're trying to get busy.
hot girl summer, baby. Hot girl summer. It's all about the hot girl.
I'm telling you right now, man.
I'm saying politics. No, man, get out of here.
Oh my goodness. I got a friend who hang out in libraries and museums, and I'm like turned on like crazy. I'm like, man, I'm dead serious, man. She don't know at any minute now. I was like, listen, all right, here's the deal. We need to get together, stop playing games. Hey, that's my life. Yeah, I don't know. Every once in a while, I want to talk about more than just sliced cheese and Jell-O.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, for a partner, maybe, but I'm saying.
Sliced cheese and Jell-O.
Sliced cheese.
For a trip to the Hamptons, you're right.
What do you say, Kadik?
I said for a partner, maybe you do want some brains, for real. But for a trip to the Hamptons, you're right.
Well, if that's the case, the only Hamptons you want to talk about is a Hampton Inn.
Now you're talking.
Oh,
yo, I can't with Rob. Rob's wild.
Can you count to 10?
Yes.
I like this.
Get in the car.
Yo.
Do you hate politics as much as I do? It's like, yes.
Get in the car. So here's the deal. Like, well, for me, you know, I'm supposed to be heading back to the market. Oh, I smell a roadblock on the way. And it's crazy because I'm loving it. Oh man, I'm telling you, man, my life is just like my life. It's one of those things. It's just one of those things. I'm just a happy camper, man. I'm just a happy camper. Moving right along. What else we got? Hit me with some more arguments.
After 5,000 deaths, state changes nursing home policy. New York's tough road to reopening. At least 3 kids dead from new symptoms. After 5% of the total nursing home population in New York has died, Governor Andrew Cuomo is retreating from a much criticized policy that resulted in seniors. Oh my God, technical difficulties. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Never mind technical difficulties. One, you're reading a ransom note. Two, you're confusing the hell out of me. You're talking about nursing homes, and then you're talking about kids. Right? Which one is it? Is it nursing home or kids? We're talking about two different ends of the spectrum.
All one headline. It's all one headline.
It's a terrible headline. Again, restructure these headlines, man. Drop the word "and" every once in a while. Drop the word "and" it'll work. Well, you just can't put nursing home and what's that? Is a dash in there?
It says after 5,000, the state changes nursing home policy dash. New York City's tough road to reopening dash. At least 3 kids dead from the new syndrome. So it's 3 stories in that one headline.
Okay, so then crunch it off with some "and." Just drop the word "ands" in there. Say, hey, here's a headline. Here's a 3-part headline I got for you, Joe, and then hit me with the word "ands" in there.
So the Governor Cuomo, he finally reversed the policy that had infected people going back to nursing homes.
Which was send them back.
Well, they were sending them back to nursing homes, still contagious.
Yeah. So where else were they supposed to send these people? I'm just curious.
Where else? How about the ships the Comfort that Trump had, the Javits Center, that they created into a hospital? There were plenty of beds. And yesterday he was actually saying that. He said there's not one patient that didn't have a bed when it was required, didn't have a ventilator when it was required. Everybody was taken care of except for these senior citizens. And now he's saying that nobody should have to be held accountable because they were going to die anyway. That's not cool because you don't know if they're going to
die. He didn't say that, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, what a terrible thing to say. That's a terrible thing. I don't know if he did say it or not because Harry would throw anything on you.
That's true.
He said it in a general statement. He said, some people are going to die regardless of what we do. And he was basically explaining his policy that it had nothing to do with his policy. But if it had nothing to do with his policy, why reverse it?
But here's the deal. Even if it was taken out of context, the fact that he left it out there makes it bad. It makes it bad. Just like I would jump on Trump because he make a terrible statement that left it out there to where one could interpret it that wide. It's a bad statement. It's a terrible statement. And Cuomo should be, he should get that work for it. You don't get no passes on that. We're talking about somebody loved one. And so, people are going to die anyway. What the hell is wrong with him? I like Andrew Cuomo, but let me put it this way. I like him since how he's been handling this coronavirus situation.
So here's the change in the policy, all right? Mm-hmm. So nursing homes still cannot discriminate against patients because of their COVID-19 status.
That's the law. That's another thing.
No. Joe, okay. Other states didn't send their sick patients back. Okay. So they did. So anyway, so now they changed it to Cuomo aides explained at the Sunday briefing, but hospitals can't discharge patients to those facilities. So basically they're saying, oh, you can't deny them, but we're not going to send them there anymore. That's the difference.
No. You're confusing me. Who can deny?
The nursing home still can't deny you because of your status.
Right.
The hospital can't release you anymore.
Okay. But that makes sense. That makes sense to me. They can't deny you, meaning that we're not going to take away your damn right. We're not going to let them discriminate against you. That's what I was saying. It's against the law, and that's why they're doing it this way.
Right, Harry? And they should have done that from the beginning.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is highlighting it as
if what the reporters peppered him with was, a lot of families are saying their loved ones would be alive right now if these policies were in effect. And that's when he said, no matter what we do, they were going to die.
Yeah, and that's a total insensitive statement. If that's what he said, that's totally insensitive. You know, and if Harry is, yeah, I would have given him work. I would have given him work.
Not just you, everybody.
I'm not worried about anybody else.
It went on for 2 weeks.
I don't care about anybody else. I'm giving them. I do what I got to do here. I'm not worried about it. What any other outlet do. A lot of these outlets, they play into this whole, they go extra with it. I know it. These so-called liberal outlets, I know they go extra with it, just like these conservative outlets. Let's look at Fox News. Let's look at Breitbart. They all go extra. Rush Limbaugh, they all work their agenda. And this is why I tell people, you got to use your head in the process.
You just did Breitbart and Rush Limbaugh. That you can't compare those with what are supposed to be legitimate media sources like NBC, CBS. All of these people are supposed to be legitimate news organizations that you're supposed to be able to trust. And instead, they've become a political arm of the Democrats.
Okay, and I know Trump TV over there, aka Fox News. What's their situation?
But Trump has come out against Fox.
Okay, you just want to be a '90s. You just want to be a '90s MTV producer right now. You just want to argue with me because you can't even bring yourself to say that. I could agree with you. Yeah, they do. They all push the agenda. You can't even bring yourself around to say, "Oh no, Fox News does it as well." Well, that just shows you just want controversy.
Not the news department.
You just want controversy. Go right ahead.
Hannity and Tucker. That's totally different.
Go right ahead.
Opinion people.
You just want controversy. That's it. You just want controversy. Okay, so Brian Williams go in and he leans in on
that guy's a joke.
Remember,
he saw bodies floating by his hotel room during Katrina, which was a lie because he was staying at a place that wasn't flooded.
You're making that up. That
what
was
you think
not
he got fired for? What do you think
he got fired for? He got fired for what he said when he went over to Iraq. Totally different story.
He made up stuff about Katrina. He made up stuff everything.
No, he didn't. No.
Oh my God! Don't say no. He didn't. You just say you did.
No, he didn't.
Just say you.
No, okay. If there's such a thing, I didn't hear it.
Because you sound like a fool sometimes.
It was only reported on Fox News.
Oh my God!
Did you just call him a boob?
Yeah, exactly.
A fool. He sounds like a fool sometimes saying
no. I thought you said boob, but I was about to die laughing right now.
I mean, he is a boob.
Well, Harry, Trevor, suck on me.
That came from Trevor.
I thought I heard boob, and then he said fool. Like, okay.
You guys want a boob? Suck on me.
No. That was very toxic.
Go ahead, boys.
He said that's very toxic.
Toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
Come on, boys. I'm hanging out the bra. Come on, boys. I'm hanging out the bra. You want to play this with me? Are you kidding me? So you know who you're messing with?
Let's move it
forward.
They don't know.
They don't know. Give them that kind of opportunity.
Trevor, come on to mommy now. Come on.
I'm going to head out.
Got it. Do they know?
Bo Jackson does not know either.
Cottag's been here the longest. Cottag's like, I ain't even touching that one. I know where that food gonna go. Yeah, you want to? Okay. All right. So let the ugliness continue. What else you got?
So I got a question. What are your thoughts on people who say they don't trust the government?
You should never trust your government. You should never trust your government.
There's a line between not trusting the government versus being curious.
And you got to ask yourself,
let me finish.
Is it federal government, local government? Government in its entirety sucks.
All right, let me just say this.
All right,
I need you to give me a couple of seconds. I need you to give me a couple of seconds here, Harry. because this is very important. You know, when I ask a question, I may just be asking to seek more information. It does not mean that I don't trust the information that's given. It just means I want more information to make an informed decision. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. People get it confused if 2 questions is asked against government. You know, and then they run with that, oh, you shouldn't trust government because look at how they look at this, look at that. No, it's okay to be curious. It's okay to want more information. That's okay. That's how you make an informed decision. But some people, they totally confuse that with, you can't trust government. You can't, if you ask, look, every time you ask someone a question does not mean that you don't trust them. That's one of the dumbest things ever. And by the way, government is a representation of the people. In all avenues, you're a representation of the people. So you have to trust government at some point or another. You have to trust it. So ask more questions. The problem is people don't like to ask questions. That's what it boils down to. People do not like asking questions. People don't, for the fear of looking stupid, which is really dumb to sit there not being informed. Or to start singing another song like Trevor's doing right now. You know, you got to find yourself wanting to know more information. And that's it. You should be ready to trust government. You have to trust government. At the end of the day, what's going on? You have to trust them. And look, you find yourself asking questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. There's nothing more digging deep. There's nothing wrong with that. And government has to realize it's not like we don't trust you. It's a matter that we want more information. So we can make an educated decision as a society.
Oh, geez, you're still talking?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Look, I got a couple of articles here with Brian Williams about lying because he said.
Get back to trusting government. This is more important than what you're trying to hug.
I'm just saying.
Get back to the top. Get your ADD behind back. Get your ADD behind back on this. Nobody get your ADD ass back over here. Jesus.
Okay. I'm just trying to help.
Could you just stick to the show?
You know, it scares me when you deny stuff, you know.
So here it is. You're gonna try to pull away from something so important. We're talking about trusting government, and you want to talk about Brian Williams and being like, you're so childish. You got to be right on everything. Grow up.
No, just facts.
It's about trusting government. That's the new topic. Get on point.
Trusting government sucks. Government sucks. No matter how you slice it, it sucks.
When you say government sucks, that's a broad statement. What exactly does that mean?
Because there's a quote from...
I don't care about a quote. Just tell me what's your interpretation.
The scariest thing is for a government to come to your door and say, you know, how can I help you? That's the scariest thing. Right?
Why is that the scariest thing? You see, you've been sold a brand.
Government can't even run the DMV. And you have people like you who want to put... you know, your health care in their hands. You want to put everything in government's hands when all they do is screw up. There's fraud and waste all over the government, and you guys want to continue that.
But here's the deal. Here's the crazy thing that look. Let me show you how stupid that sounds. Let me explain this. There's only 2 forms. There's only 2 forms of operation. Okay, it's either going to be government or private. Let me finish. It's either going to be government or private. So if you don't want government to run it, it's going to be the private sector. And by your rationale just now, by saying there's so much fraud and corruption, that's to say that corporations don't have fraud and corruption. That's stupid.
Joe, the difference is that the government isn't regulated by anybody you could trust, right?
And corporations are regulated by whom?
the corporations are regulated by laws. Okay,
and they don't break the laws.
But of course, and that's
there's
a
fraud
price
and corruption on both sides.
There's a price to pay.
So
Government doesn't have a price to pay.
You're trying to rationalize this by saying these guys, there are laws out there and they'll break it, but you trust them more.
No, there's a price to pay for them.
So there's two types.
I'll give you an example, Joe. I could give you an example. Adam Schiff lied for 3 years, and he's able to lie because he has immunity from lying. Okay? That's the difference. Government could keep lying to you and they're immune. This is the thing. You like, I don't know why you like that game, but when a corporation violates the law, they have to pay. It's a totally different thing. And if you look at what's happening now, the CDC failed. Hold on, the CDC failed, and the private industry bailed it out this time.
Did it? Oh, did it?
Yes.
How?
Who you think is coming up with the test? Who you think is coming up with the innovation? Who you think is going to come up with the vaccine?
But that's what they're supposed to be doing in conjunction with government. You see, that's the problem. You just want to separate the two. They are supposed to be working. They are supposed to be working in conjunction when you have an epidemic. That's
in conjunction, yes, Joe, but not the government.
In conjunction. Oh, Jesus. Government structure it to where, we did it in World War II. It's where private industries were pulled in to come up with, to shift over from making automobiles to make tanks and make different stuff to help with the war. That was private sector that came in working in conjunction with the government. What is wrong with you? Man,
that is correct, Joe. That is correct. That is correct. Every once in a while, private industry has to work with government to bail it out.
No, listen.
That is correct.
Okay, so private industry was bailing us out, and it was a bailout that they were doing in the war. You saying,
Joe? Without private,
don't you know these are
without private industry, we don't win the war.
Who do you think built all our equipment? Government entities? No, Jack Donkey. We have.
You're just proving my point. You're just proving my point.
We have Sikorsky right here in Connecticut. That's a private
point. You're proving
private industry. We have Sikorsky right here in Connecticut. We have Hubble. We have we have all of this. We are a military-based state right here in Connecticut. All private companies building for the government. What are you talking about?
Yo, who sees Stranger Things?
What?
Have you seen that show Stranger Things on Netflix?
You just want to argue at this point. You just want to argue.
I heard about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because
come on, guys, don't even influence it.
The theory of that is that the other side, the evil world, is called the Upside Down. And listen, I swear to God, Joe lives in the Upside Down.
You want to make this a movie. You want to go for soundbites.
It's like you don't understand that. You prove my point. You sound.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Work your angle. Work your angle. You do exactly that. Work your angle, sport.
I'm loving it right now.
WNHH.
LP 103.5 FM New Haven, and the ugliness continues. Give me some business, please. And by the way, we should have something coming through the gates. Did you send that email, Harry?
Yep, he accepted.
Okay. All right, we're looking at CNN Business reporting the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P were all up last session. The Dow was up at 60 points. By the way, we have an 18 to 24 group right there that's paid attention to this program now in a very huge rate. And it's because of the business report. What I understand, that demographic right there, 18 to 24, is heavy on the stock market, Kadik, which is a great thing right now. We're in a good zone. So you're looking at world markets right now. You're looking at Japan, Hong Kong, London, and Germany were all up last session. Looking at, continue, please. Big losers on the board. Lamb Western Holding, Howmet Aerospace, got Keysight Technologies, and Norfolk Southern Corp, GE. They're all big losers on the board. Nothing too big to go screaming about. All the commodities are up. Looking at oil is up to $32.12 a barrel. That's enough to make me cry. Gas is also up. Gold is up. Silver is up. Corn is up. And copper is
up.
all the commodities are up right now, so that's where the money is right now. They're shifting over to commodity.
Your
And,
oil is dangerously in the 30s.
I know, exactly. The markets are flood right now. Nobody buying oil. It's at $32.17 a barrel, and it's like, I'm still gonna stay away from that. I don't know how is oil going up. It's another I know, but I don't want to get into it because if you want to know what these numbers really mean, you need to holler at a certified financial advisor and let them help you out. Let them analyze these numbers for you and tell you, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to put that little $10,000 you got there in your back pocket, put it over here. That little $25,000 you found somewhere in the backyard, you need to put it over there. You know, something I was thinking about, Kodik, is remember back in the 80s, a lot of guys who went locked up, a lot of them buried money. You know, they used to, because you couldn't go stick the money in the bank. So a lot of guys buried money. And you know these construction companies were finding money.
For real.
You know they were. Man, these guys were hitting that backhoe in that ground and just pulling out money left, right, left. They just keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
What is this?
At least they're getting all the construction done now.
What's that?
At least they're getting all the good big construction projects done now.
You know what we're talking about over here?
I heard construction, so never mind.
Okay. So we're looking at you got these guys, they're just like they're just pulling Harry's just laughing. What do you gotta say, Harry? I'll mute your mic.
Trevor's a piece of work, man.
Yeah, he is. He's a total piece of work. By the way, your backsplash is not working today, Harry.
All right.
You keep disappearing in it. Your mic's coming and going, everything. Just disappearing big time. But anyway, Trevor is a piece of work.
I am proud to be it for you guys on this show.
Oh, you are, bro. Yes, you are. No,
I love it.
I love it. It's entertaining.
No, Trevor is like, he's like Johnny Tourette's over there. He's like, anyway, construction. Yeah, at least all the constructions are done, huh?
I'm just happy the state's opening up on Wednesday. I am so happy. That means gyms are coming next.
There you go. Any other business news that we have?
Tech could be used to track employees in the name of health. Or the past few years, Estimote has sold wireless tracking beacons to companies including Amazon, Apple, and Nike, promising a more prestigious way to map the movement of products, equipment, and people, all in the name of boosting productivity and efficiency. I'm sorry about the first read.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, we knew this was coming.
Of course.
We knew this was coming. Oh man, out of this pandemic, that's one of the things that I knew that was definitely coming down the pike. The tracking system is just gonna go to the next level. When you heard about that employee in Brooklyn, we reported it last week.
Yeah.
The employee in Brooklyn, who, by the way, shout outs to her for the pushback.
Yeah.
The company is like tracking her in her own damn house on her own phone and laptop. You're required to download a software if you're working from home. Man, can you imagine? And Twitter, by the way, Twitter is no longer, they're not ever coming back.
If Paul ever did that to me, I'd upload a virus to him.
Oh my God.
What type of virus? A Trojan horse?
Hey, yo.
You're in
Slow down. I don't have my name on no viruses.
It's like, you ain't lying.
Trevor Tourette's. Oh man.
Trevor Tourette's.
Paul just said, don't send that email.
I'll shut down the whole Apple system if he uses that phone.
Oh my God. Harry is next level with
it. No, I mean, geez, it's like, oh my goodness.
And by the way, like Joe likes to say, jokey jokes.
Jokey jokes. Is he in the holding room yet?
Nah, not yet.
Okay. Anyway.
Do you want sports?
Yeah, let me get some.
Phyllis George of the CBS's NFL Today alum dies at the age of 70 on Saturday. She's a pioneer in the sports broadcasting industry because she is the first woman to broadcast on NFL, like talk show and stuff. And she died due to complications from a blood disorder. She first made her debut.
Oh, no, she's 77?
Died at 70.
70. That's still young, man, in today's world.
Yeah.
I say that because I'm looking to push 100, so 70 better be young.
Yeah.
She first made her debut on the national stage by winning the Miss America pageant in 1971, which launched. Yeah.
She won Miss America?
Yeah.
Who? Let me get
That's
her
how she
name
got
again.
the job.
Phyllis George.
Phyllis George. You knew about her?
No. Nah, I probably saw her before, but I don't know. I didn't know her name.
Phyllis George. I want to see what she looked like. I mean, I'm not looking at old dead 70-year-old. I'm curious. I mean, it did sound kind of creepy. I want to see what she looked like.
Kind of did.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she was the first. She made her way on the national stage by winning the Miss America pageant in 1971, and it launched her into the broadcasting career of CBS in 1974, when she became the first female sportscaster to work at a major TV network. She worked on the prominent CBS pregame show, The NFL Today, appearing alongside of the likes of Brent Musburger, Irv Cross, and Jimmy the Greek Snyder.
So I'm looking up Phyllis George, and for some reason I get Felicia George, and that ain't the same woman. Got it.
It's PHYLLIS.
Yes, yeah, I got it. But I just put PHYL, and then here you came, boy. And I clicked on it, not even paying attention. And then boom, it's a total different chick. Got it. You see Felicia? My goodness. Was it Felicia?
Somebody just put her up there, right?
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know who she was, and I've watched sports my whole life.
Yeah, I know.
She was on the NFL Today in the 70s. That's why.
Oh,
okay. Felicia George. All right. Phyllis George. Yeah. But look at do me a favor now. I'm getting ready to help you do some good surgeon here, but I'll make this thing get creepy real quick here for us. Huh?
Oh Lord.
My goodness.
All right,
go ahead, Harry. Look up Felicia George.
No.
Go ahead. Put it up on the screen. PHIL. ICIA.
This is her. I found her.
No, we ain't talking about her.
Oh, this is who I'm talking about in case you can find her.
Let me show you what I accidentally saw here. Did you get it?
She's definitely not her.
Not her.
Yeah, that's the person we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's who ended up
who passed away on Saturday. She also co-hosted CBS Morning News, also provided coverage of the Preakness Stake and the Belmont Stake over the course of her career. The Texas native is served by her two children with former governor, including CNN reporter Pamela Brown.
No, take this picture off, man. This is a different man. It look good from far, but that's far from good. My God. Come on, let me stop being a pig. Go ahead, man. God, it's laughing.
In other news for sports, soccer is back in the state of Germany. So German's top soccer league, known as Bundesliga Soccer League, prepares to kick off its first time since the country entered coronavirus lockdown. The players from the other 18 Bundesliga's top flight clubs, as well as the referees of International of Adams, and his team to be subject to strict hygiene regulations, according to Amish Ahada.
Are they gonna have people in the stands? That's what I want to know.
No, there's gonna be no fans in the stand. It's actually pretty cool.
No fans in the stand. So you just got a bunch of guys running around kicking the ball.
Yeah, it's actually I watched the UFC fight this past weekend with no fans. it's actually, you can hear the punches being thrown and connecting. It's actually really cool.
So the UFC, by the way, with this meathead, what's his name? The guy who runs it. What's his name?
You know his name. You call him a meathead.
Yeah. Okay. What's his name?
Dana White.
There you go. Dana White. Yeah, meathead himself. This guy.
That's the Archie Bunker in Joe.
What's that? Yeah.
Calling him meathead.
I would like to see him call him a meathead in front of his face. I would like to see that. Be entertaining.
Man, what do you think? I worry about him? You think I worry about him? I call him a damn meathead if that's what I feel like it. I mean, Jesus, God. Running around here worried about him? Jeez. How much money he's worth?
I know, right? Hit me.
How much money he's worth? Really? I wish he would put that hand out at me. Be owning that private jet and every damn thing else.
But did you see the NASCAR race this weekend?
Yeah, I actually won some money for fantasy auto racing.
The guy won, and he jumped out his car to celebrate, and nobody celebrating, no fans. No, like
Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, he won, but it was like he was attending a funeral.
I actually won money on that because I had him as my number one choice for fantasy auto racing. So,
oh my God,
all he heard was crickets.
Really? All he heard was engines revving behind him. Terrible. There goes that show-off bastard.
Dana White's net worth is around $500 million.
Good. I wish he would put it. I wish he would reach a hand out at me. Stupid bastard.
You probably have Brock Lesnar or Cain Velasquez break your arm, maybe.
I don't care what he tried to do. Nobody gonna break my damn arm, and if they do, oh Lord.
I know. Then Crazy Joe comes out. Hell no.
Yeah, really? Like, come on. You crazy? I mean, after think I'm just gonna stand there and let somebody just whip my ass. No, it's gonna happen. And if you do win or lose, I think it's fair to say I'm gonna be cashing a check.
Yeah, well, I would actually let the guy get a few shots in. It'll help the lawsuit.
Of course. Like, well, you see, he's a UFC fighter, and he has these technical skills that he shouldn't be using outside the ring that he used on my client, Mr. Ugly. I'm over there with a respirator.
No, you're in the hospital bed in the courtroom.
In a courtroom in a
he
respirator.
Pushed the COVID into me, man.
The COVID out of me.
No, these days it wouldn't be good because he'd be like, man, he got COVID.
Got it. You know me. They did a respirator, a neck brace, an arm cast, I'm like, he only roundhouse you, and I fell, and all of this took place. Yeah, right. You're like, oh man, I thought you were gonna fight back. I am. That's why I'm in court. It's called fighting back in court.
Crazy.
I don't understand how it works. Oh man, Joe's a punk. A rich one.
Oh my God.
Laughing to the bank.
What? I'll be laughing all the way to the Fiji Islands in my private jet. Look at this punk fly. Woo!
Fiji
It's a
Islands.
hit right here.
Yo, our guest is here.
Really? All right, people.
Crazy.
All right, check it out. I want to introduce a good friend of mine, Yasir Ahmed, my man from Access Consulting here out of the city of New Haven. We haven't had him on in a while. You got to hit your video part there. I know you probably could hear us, Yasir, but you got to hit that little video, the little camera, so we can see you.
Okay. 1 second.
If you don't mind there. Where is he? I don't see a video. Is he hiding from us?
Let me try.
You gotta hit the little video on the bottom. Yes, here. It's a little video icon. It look like all right. I'm looking for you, man. I'm looking for you. If you move the mouse around right over it, it will pop up on the left-hand corner, right next to your mic. You see it says stop or play video. Gotta move the mouse over the left-hand side. Or maybe he didn't come in with video.
There he goes.
There he goes. Hey. There he goes. My dude. Oh, he's in the palace. Look at him.
Hello, guys. How are you?
How are you? My man Yasser Ahmed from Access Consulting here at the city of New Haven. He is a man who knows the money. He knows how to work around the way. I want to talk with him for a few seconds here about what's going on here with this funds that people can't get or they should have gotten by now. Go ahead, Yasser, hit them with a few things. First of all, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I can't complain. It's good having you back on, man. It's been a while.
Good.
You've been
Glad
hiding
to be
from
back
us,
here.
man.
I missed the show so much.
There you go. There you go. Now, in this situation that we're in right now, a lot of people who have started businesses are losing businesses right now. Is there anything that you would suggest to anyone who is who have businesses, small businesses? How would you tell them to adjust through this this situation that we have, this COVID-19 situation, financially?
Well, it's an unfortunate event, the COVID-19. I wish everybody to be safe, everybody to be healthy at this point. Mm-hmm. And it's also an unfortunate event for many businesses that either went out of businesses, laid off employees, but there are a number of opportunities for businesses to stay on, financial-wise or money-wise. As many might know that there's like a number of loans and a number of assistance, but let me just clarify, things here, because many people are, got confused about where to get the money from, where to apply, etc. So there are like three types that I'm going to talk about right now. The economic disaster assistance, that's come with like two types, the advance, which is a grant. Mm-hmm. And the grant is forgivable, is not, businesses have, not paid back.
Right.
This one is up to $10,000. This is from,
okay, just 1 second, yes.
I'm talking about the fund from the federal government.
Okay, let me just interject it. Now there's a grant. Now, what are the qualifications for someone to get a grant versus a loan?
Okay. All of these, grants and loans that the three ones that I talked about or I mentioned, mm-hmm. Businesses has to be operating in business for at least 1 year or at least mm-hmm. as of February 2020 and has employees of 500 or less.
Okay.
So if you are in business, for-profit business or non-profit with certain criteria, you have to be in business up to February 2020 and has 500 employees or less.
Okay. And that's where you get the grants. Those are where you can apply for them.
To get the grant. And the grant is range between 1,000 to 10,000. So it's up to 10,000. Many people confused about, I need to apply for the $10,000 grant. So it's not exactly at 10,000. It's up to 10,000. And recently the government, they determine how much is the 10,000, whether it's 10,000 or 1,000, is by the number of employees.
Okay.
So if you have 20 employees, you're going to get 10,000. 50 employees, you're going to get 10,000. But if you have 8 employees, you're going to get 8,000. If you have 2 employees, you're going to get 2,000. So this one, it's a simple application. Anybody can apply for it directly or through your financial advisor or through your accountant or through your bank.
Okay. What is the what's the name of the
application? Consists of two types: the grant and the disaster loan.
Okay.
So these are the two things. I'm going to talk about the most important one, the third one. So the disaster loan is determined by the government.
Okay.
Is determined by the government, by the SBA, the Small Business Administration.
Mm-hmm.
So they might, come later after they give you the money, the up to 10,000. So let's say you get the 10,000, you have 10 employees, then they are going to weigh your business by the income, the revenue that you make.
Okay.
And then they're going to specify a maximum amount. So
Okay.
you're approved or you're eligible for up to $100,000. They're going to specify the terms. And the terms for the SBA loan, the disaster loan, is this: is the first payment after 12 months. So that you make no payment for 1 year. And then you make a small payment after that up to 30 years. So they give you up to 30 years.
Wow.
It's like a mortgage. Up to 30 years to pay it back on a 3.75% rate.
Oh, that's cheap money.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
That's very
It's
good.
actually
That's cheap
very
money.
good. So imagine $150,000. You just pay like 600 and some change on it a month.
Right.
So if you are a business, this can be a great help, and also you can pay it on a long run and get your business going.
Right. And that's $100,000 with 0 points, by the way. So it's not like going to a bank and saying, they're going to tack on points onto it.
Right. 0 point for 12 months. At least, if you're planning to pay it back in 1 year, you pay zero interest.
There you go. So that works. Go ahead, sir.
And the last one, that's the most important loan is the PPPs. Is known for PPP, is Paycheck Protection Program.
Okay.
This one is determine how much you're gonna get based on the payroll that you have and monthly payroll. So if you are paying your employees $20,000 a month, it's automatically 2 multiplied by 2.5 is about 50,000 loan. It is a loan until you sign for it, but it's forgivable. So it will be forgiven.
What makes it forgivable?
It makes it forgivable if you keep your payroll running through June.
June of this year.
Until the end of June.
Another month. Okay.
Yes, without laying off, no layoff, keep your employees going, no layoff, your business is running, then you can apply for the forgiveness. It's not automatically forgiven. You have to apply for a forgiveness for that. So these are very important resources for businesses, and the PPP is applied for through your bank. If you have a banking relation, whether it's a checking account or a saving account, credit card, or a previous loan, you just go to your bank and ask them to apply for that. You need to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program. They're going to need some paperwork. Then you have to contact your accountant to get those 941s, the payroll record for 2019 and up to the first quarter of 2020, and then it's given. It's almost automatic. As soon as you got those paperwork, then you're gonna get the money, the fund in your account. The range take like maybe a week or less. If you have everything ready, it's not gonna take
I got a
that
question
long.
I have one I want to fill in here. Restaurants, for example, a restaurant is not making any money if there's not 50% capacity. Otherwise, they're in the losing zone. From what I clearly understand, I've been doing a lot of lookup on this, and when restaurants start losing money, I'm putting it together with some stuff that I've known in the past. So a restaurant is not really making money, and a big portion of that is if you're looking to have takeouts only. You have to, if you're not making this money. Well, first of all, back up. What is that noise? Most of the income that your employees make comes from tips in restaurants.
Right.
So if you don't have these tables rotating, there's not any, you got to make up the shortfall in salaries in order to help someone. Now, how does that affect if you're falling short in because you're not making 50%, capacity, people coming in to use? How does that affect this loan that you're talking about? Because when I look at this, from what you're telling me, we're looking at about until June. So you're looking about 6 weeks or so out, the end of June. So we're looking like 6 weeks out. So how do you make up that if you don't have people coming in to patron your place, to help with the tips, to help your employees? Because you're gonna have to take it out of your pocket. You got to pay them an hourly rate.
Right. But that's what is the debate is going on right now about the loss of employees, because I remember that the Five Guys or like around the corner was closing for like a month, and then when they get the loan, they open up again only for with like not even. This is guess we are talking about the takeout and delivery, right. And this is another thing. There is another $3 trillion in the process right now as we speak,
and that's to help with this situation.
Right. Okay. That's my help in this situation.
Okay. All right. Thanks. All right. Okay. That should help, because when I look at this stuff, it's like all of this stuff that they have lined up for people to, for businesses, to help businesses, all sounds good, but it's really not going to help if it's going to actually put the business in a bad situation, because you're opening the doors and then your income, your debt to income ratio is like totally off now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's correct.
And anyway, moving right along, you talk about these 3 loans that they have and how businesses how can they get in contact with you? I want them to, how can they get in contact with you to help them out to get this? Because obviously you have great knowledge on this. Go ahead, sir.
Right. Well, in terms of contact, I'm right downtown New Haven. I work remotely right now, so the many of these employees, they contacted me, and I was able to help them out either by linking them to their bank, to their banks, or submitted a direct application for them. So my number is 203-415-0490. They can get in touch with me, and I would be more than happy to help them out with what they need.
We're talking to Yasser Hamed, Access Consulting, right here in the city of New Haven. I've used this guy, and I'm telling you, he's done what everything that he said. He's on the up and up. He's very straightforward on his business practices. I'm comfortable with you. Always have been. He's like, what's that?
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? You're right on point. You're a very knowledgeable individual and then, this thing just popped up on us in the last 3 months, and you have a great understanding of it. You've wrapped your head around it already, and have given good advice on how to address just different issues of it. It probably would have taken me a little longer, probably about like a 6 to 8 month process, but you wrap your head around it pretty quick on exactly what it is to do and how to advance. I know this is your business, so having a good idea, and it should be good, but so there are a lot of people out there who should have an idea of what to do. They don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah, and there is many other resources, state-wise, city-wise, organizations, other loans, even the banks. So there is a lot of opportunities for businesses at this point, but they just need to dig and find out, and don't leave it, because if they want to save their businesses.
Right. There you go. As he said, you want to save your business, you may want to, you better find yourself looking into the different ways to try to save your business through the different supports. Now, the state of Connecticut is going to open up on Wednesday. That's this Wednesday, the 20th. What do you think of that? Good, bad?
Well, I think it's again, we have to be like very careful here, and wishing and hoping for the safety of everybody. But at the same time, we have to like start to roll, the businesses on a steady pace, because we don't want more businesses to close down. We don't want employees to lose their jobs. But at the same time, we have to maintain the safety of everybody, the employees and the customers who are going to walk into these businesses. I think the state is doing a good job in terms of outlining, and these guidelines directly. And the cities, like I remember the city of West Haven started to distribute some, guidelines to restaurants. Unfortunately, restaurants right now, they are allowed to receive customers for dine in, but outside of the restaurant, like an outdoor.
Outdoor
so
restaurant.
Gonna like, call it like a dine outdoor.
Okay.
Until further notice. They're still going to maintain the takeout and delivery or pickup and delivery. But if they have an outdoor Porsche or something, then they are allowed to work in like 50% capacity, even outdoor, with the distances, like the 6 feet distance. I think it's a good opportunity. At least something is happening. But I'm very sure that hopefully gradually things will come back. Maybe after this happened, then in another month or weeks, they are going to announce more to loosen the situation a little bit more better.
Let me ask you about.
I think what happening is good right now.
Okay, let me ask you about statewide opportunities. You're looking at state loans. Are there any specific state loans that you would say that would be going towards businesses? Since they're going to open up the state of Connecticut, and I would like to know that they're going to support them, because I'm really concerned about these restaurants that we're talking about. I saw a report that nearly 40% of restaurants in New York are going to go away for good. So let's look at, so it's like 60% is going to be hurt. And 40% of that 60 is going to be, 60% is opening, and 40% of that 60 can go away in the next year, if not already, by a grand opening or grand reopening. In Connecticut, we're a smaller space, so therefore we will feel that even more. Do you see that any state loans? Are there any state loans also to help restaurants in particular?
Well, there is more money coming to the state. Money came to the states, and the state put some loans out there through organizations. The most one of the loans, I believe, that run out already. The chamber was giving out loans and grant. The Chamber of Commerce in the statewide. The community foundations are giving loans. We're giving loans, community and then the state, through some organizations, also distributed loans up to 20,000. Some of them are like 50,000 to employees with different terms.
Okay, I know one organization I understand was HEDCO.
Yes, the HEDCO fund. Yes,
right. They were also so. In other words, to individuals who are looking for funding, you need to go online and look up organizations that are giving out state funding that can help you as well. Because this is another thing that people don't know. They're looking to their banks or such. Or better yet, why don't you just call Yasir, and he could probably point you in the direction of, hey, maybe you want to try this place, or maybe you want to try that place. Because the last thing I want to see is the economy totally tanked. It's bad enough. We're going to take a hit. No question about it. We're going to take a hit. But it's how bad of a hit we're going to take. Is it going to be one that's going to leave us on the floor for a while? That's the one I don't want to see. So it's about how can we recover. So we have a lot of small business owners that listen to this program.
Yes.
So I would like to definitely tell you, look into the different ways that you can get your business back up and running. Yasir, my good man, as usual, I thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Glad for highlighting this stuff. Absolutely. I want to, you're always invited here. We need to get back on our schedule how we used to the way we used to have you on, where we always talk about what's going on in the finance world and how to help businesses and how to actually, I mean, you had a thing on with structuring business. I got so many damn calls after you did that one show about how to structure your business. I'm like, just call him. Just dude, you got to deal with this guy. Oh man, I got to get this together. Listen, people, you don't got to get XYZ together. Go ahead and just make the first move. Right. People get it in their heads. Oh, I got to get this together, that together, the other. Just make the move. Call the man.
Make the move, make the jump.
This consulting. What's that? I'm sorry.
I said, make the move, make the jump.
Make the move, make the jump. I like that.
Right.
Yes, yeah. I thank you very much for coming
You're
on.
welcome. Thank you very much.
Man. Absolutely. You're more than welcome here.
As usual.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right. The ugliness continues. I'm looking at what you got for me.
I got some celebrity news. Tory Lanez celebrates becoming independent. Back in February, Lanez took a Twitter to announce that the new Toronto 3 would be his last project under Interscope Records. He tweeted, "It's official. New Toronto comes out March." He tweeted, and as soon as you heard it,
well, here we are in May. Wait a minute. Is he independent? Is he an independent artist?
Now he is. He's an official independent artist.
And he tweeted that when?
Ooh, I got you right now. Give me one second.
Tory Lanez, Cardi. You hear this? Tory Lanez is going independent. Yeah. This is the real deal, you know. This is something I've been telling all this since when? For how many years now? They finally started to realize this stuff, you know. I've been singing this for years. Okay, who's got the? Is that outside our window, Killing?
Yeah, that's outside.
Damn, and we're all the way up here. You gotta understand, we're 25 floors above the ground, and we still gotta hear this nonsense. Yeah, this.
You got action outside.
Yeah, it sound like, man. It sound like we back in the studio. They come running up the block. They're like, oh, let's drive by his house and rev the sirens louder when you get over by his house, man.
All about that action.
No, you're gonna hear me get an evacuation notice in a few. May I have your attention, please? Please evacuate the building. There's been a fire. Oh, God. That's the worst thing to get like 1, 2 in the morning. Go ahead. Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez, yeah. So he's officially independent. He also reached out and said he hasn't had any problems with the label. He just finished his contract, and it's something that he's been wanting to do. The tweet was, I would say, a while back, like a month ago at least, because his mixtape came out and not the mixtape, the album came out and it was #2 on the Billboard on the 200 chart.
Wow. Now the question is, how do labels feel about this whole independent game?
I don't know.
No. Are they feeling some kind of? Well, you know, labels. If they're like letting you go independent, chances are they're maintaining something that says distribution.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll probably say, hey, you know, keep your independent stuff. You guys want to be independent, keep your masters, do all that stuff. And I don't blame the labels at this point in the game. They're like, you know what? Here's something that I saw miles back down. And I was like, I'm surprised labels don't just say, go ahead and be independent. It's cheaper for them to make you independent. It's way cheaper. This was a part of the equation I never understood. I was just watching this and I kept, why don't these labels see the benefits of more artists being independent?
Because they lose the control.
No, but they don't need you. They're realizing it now. Now they're starting to wrap their head around. Maybe it's a changing of the guards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think they got a choice, man. People don't want to get signed, basically.
Yeah.
You see Chance the Rapper not signed, so.
What do you say?
You see Chance the Rapper not signed. He's doing pretty well.
Right, but that's what it is. People see Chance, people like Chance. But it took something like that for people to realize staying independent, the power of it. But however, I'm talking from the label side, I'm surprised the labels didn't see the power of this miles back down the street. I was like, man, legal is that blind? Is legal, or is someone from legal sitting over there talking about something? They're telling it to the suits, and the suits just didn't want to listen. I mean, if I had owned a label in the last 15 years, I would have been like, yeah, keep your masters, keep everything. I'll just help you with your distribution. That would have been the way to go. Because ever since I've been doing it, I never understood why labels, ever since we've been doing this ugly radio thing, I never understood why labels won't just say, what they doing now? They want artists to stay independent. Why does that make such a big difference? Because now the labels are not going to be tangled up in any lawsuits that comes with sampling. That was basic math to me. I was like, I would have let that garbage go a long time ago. You want to be simple? You want to be simple? You want to be independent? You want to be independent? I got you. I didn't understand why Interscope or none of these big ones. But you know what it is? They're changing in the guards. You got people who are looking around now and realize it costs too much in court. You're getting caught up in this garbage. Forget about it. While they were making a lot of money on the sample games, by the way, labels were making good money. That's where a bulk of the money is. I mean, you guys think, oh, these labels love hip hop. That's why. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, right. They love the money that came with that sample game. You idiots were out here doing it anyway and wouldn't stop doing it.
Still are.
Still doing it. And as I speak right now, you're not going to listen to me, which is fine. I understand. I'm at that point of the game where I've been talking about this for so many years. And you're still doing the same thing. So to me right now, I'm just like, you want to be an idiot, just go right ahead.
You should just run a PSA that don't be using samples like Kanye used to do.
It's that, but hip hop is sampling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I don't know.
I understand why it was sampling, but this is here's the key. Hip hop started out on sampling, no question about it. I get that. I'm not even questioning that. But at some point you got to realize, like you might have started off in sandals, but mankind realized we need shoes. And you move on from just the sand. You might put them on, but you don't make that the number one anymore. You need boots in the cold.
Not if it's always hot and you need sandals, baby.
Exactly.
Wild.
Sooner or later, you got to realize it ain't always hot. You need to get out. You got to get out of just the sandals business, You gotta be ready. I mean, I don't know.
I don't even make beats, so I'm not sure, but I just would imagine sampling is just the ish, man.
It's a high, to be so real with you, because this is what a lot of, and I'm speaking on a producer level. I don't mean to sound like I'm 2,000 feet in the air. It's
you can sound it.
It's a high because it's some sense of accomplishment. People get discouraged where someone who does something from scratch usually are the ones that can do piano chords and progression and things like that, when in all reality there's tools in the software that can help you make those chords. Like, it's just that sense of accomplishment when you chop something and it comes out like flash. It's like crack. Like it's
this thing. It's just the thing. It's crazy.
It's like crack to feel like, wow, I just made this, and all you really did is just.
I hope we really heard what Caleb just said. I really hope to God you just heard exactly. It's the feeling. It's like crack.
Yeah, it's
okay. Now pause. It's the feeling. It's like crack. It's a good feeling. It's like crack. Now you walking around talking about something. Come on, man. I was a dick for some crack, man. Come on, crackheads got issues too. Your damn teeth fall out, damn it. The hell is wrong with you?
All right, now, Alex, let's do like some research just from our memories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet that a high percentage of the hits that actually, like when platinum stuff like that, contain a sample.
Oh no question about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, sampling is what it is. Like it's like a double-edged sword.
Here's what I'm saying about that. Then do not complain when the labels is making money on you. Because that's part. Look, that's the key. Look, I don't care. You want a sample, that's fine. But don't complain if the label's making money on you and then you're getting sued on the back end. Don't complain.
Yeah, you gotta clear them. That's where the clearance comes in.
And that's when I say to you, you can get them clear. But however, if you're losing money because you had to get it cleared, do not complain.
Can I just add on to what Kotick said? It's changing now because you have, I can only speak on one industry artist because I'm not too aware of the industry scene anymore. I'm more on the independent side. DaBaby. He makes countless hits for my generation. I don't want to talk on like the content wise, but he makes hits and they're on the Billboard, and his whole catalog, he only has 2 samples. And one sample is a feature and it's not even on his albums. And the other one was something that he sampled in his apartment from his voice. His whole catalog is straight from scratch, and he's making hits.
I gotta tell you, I kind of like DaBaby, but whatever.
He's goofy. He's enjoying himself.
He has one of the hottest albums out right now.
Yeah, but you could appreciate it because look at it. It's all original stuff.
All original.
Listen, let me tell you something, people. You could sample all you want to, but if you want to sample, you don't get to complain about labels ripping you off. Shut up.
Facts.
Oh, I got this cleared. Yeah. Yo, how come I only making XYZ amount of money? Because they got to clear it. You didn't pay for the clearance. You went to the label. So what? They just supposed to clear it for you? And just not request money back for clearing it? What is wrong with you people? Oh yeah, it got cleared. Yes, it got cleared. Now that the clearance for that sample now comes off from your investment. Don't cry. Dry your eye.
They come to label with these mean guys.
Yeah,
Puff is about to come to your house. Puff is coming to the 25th floor.
To the 25th floor and banging and kicking the door down.
Take that, Joe. Take that.
To my producers, just be patient when you're making that project, man. You gotta be patient because rushing it with a sample is not gonna do you any justice.
I know one producer who does samples. Like he make beats off of a sample. He is really good at it. But there's always that one moment in there where he let it go too long and it creates something in there. And that's where the money gonna be. That's where, you gotta pay out. So you gotta be careful about this stuff.
It's drugs, man. It's like drugs, man.
Cocaine's hell of a drug.
Yeah, sampling is one hell of a drug.
It really is.
Yo, Trevor Tourette's is the best. I'm telling you, he just shoot it out there from nowhere, man. I just love it, man.
Well, I didn't pass out till 3 a.m. this last night. That's why.
His new name around here is T-Rex.
Nah, I like the Sid Rosenberg a little more.
Nah, you T-Rex. I don't care what you see.
T-Rex.
T-Rex from now on. Trevor Tourette's.
T-Rex. Gotta push it to the limit.
Yeah, Trevor just comes out with it out of nowhere. He just like, whang, I got that one for you. And you gotta love it. To me, it's funny as all hell. Harry, what you got for me? Is it clock? Are we on clock? Is it clock? Yeah. He wasn't even looking.
I wasn't even looking. I was just changing Trevor's name.
You call him T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Yeah, that's a real good one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Trevor T-Rex.
Let me tell you this, Trevor. You haven't had it at all with names, bro. That's a cool name compared to what you would really get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro. I had it the worst. You good?
I called Caleb names that I can't even say on air.
Bro, the best one on the air was Sloppy Fetus. I swear, man. I write it down every time. I'm saving it for somebody, and they know, and they don't even know how to come back with that. So it's okay. The best one, you Sloppy Fetus. That was great.
That was you. I did.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I stepped to you though. It's because I stepped to you and then said something ridiculous, and then you called me sloppy fetus, and I was like, you know what? You're right. I was dripping.
Because you was running with Poppy Prius, so I was like, guess what?
Yes, I think that's what it was. Yes. I was really going with it. And you know, Full Court was hyping me up. I was like, oh, I finally got something.
Oh my God.
And it can't get any better than that. It can't. I'm sorry.
That's one thing around here. You will get a name. You could easily get hit and hit hard. That's what we do with our eyes closed. All right, people, we're out of here. See you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 7 a.m. to 9. WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Of course, we stream live. Yeah, we're not on independent radio for independent listeners yet, but you know who we are. Good radio. Let this ugliness continue.
$1994, I'm off the porch, sipping 40 ounces with my dogs. Going half on nickel bags of funk. That was back when I believed in luck. Running off at the mouth could get you. But back then all it did was get you jumped. Pants rubbing and humping 88. I'm getting older now. Yeah, watching older figure throwing rims up on his truck. I was fascinated how he's getting all his stuff. Heard he died on the dance floor, doing the butt. They was shooting up the party, screaming, better duck. And I couldn't get enough, cause apparently I'm stuck. Just pay me what you owe me, never can I get a buck. And I'm arrogant as I tell you, look, life is a game of spades and it's played by the book, yup. I be feeling like I'm all alone. No room for nobody on the throne. Everybody coming for my head. I can feel this feeling in my bones. I be feeling like I'm all alone. No room for nobody on the throne. Everybody coming for my head. I can feel this feeling in my bones. They thought I wouldn't make it, then I made it. I thought that they would love me, but they hated. They thought that I was high and I was faded. But still ain't no denying I'm the greatest ever. I promised my daughter to never flourish. I broke that promise twice now. I owe my daughter all kinds of. I don't wear a watch. I can show you what time it is. I be spinning blocks, texting I'm right outside your crib. It's not a magic trick when I'm disappearing inside you, sis. Swimming with the sharks, dodging all them piranha fish. Cause I ain't trying to lose, and that's a major accomplishment. Kids in private school, you can miss me with all that minor. Take my coffee, 2 sugars, heavy on the cream. 3 albums, 1 summer, Philly blunt a machine. I am January's baby, February's dream. Marching into April, I'm something you never seen. And it seems I be feeling like I'm all alone. No room for nobody on the throne. Everybody coming for my head. I can feel this feeling in my bones. I be feeling like I'm all alone. No room for nobody on the throne. Everybody coming for my head. I can feel this feeling in my bones.
I said, tell us, see, I said, got the whole industry mad at me, I said, to me, I said, you design yourself, nobody built like you, you design yourself. I agree, I said, with my one-of-a-kind self, get paid every day like Jay-Z did. What he did and say has been done before. I just keep doing my thing, y'all. I'll say no more. Shout out to Jay-Z.